friends, and welcome to another episode of While I'm Waiting. While I'm Waiting is for a series is for those that are waiting on God for one thing or the other. It can be anything, all right? So if you fall into that category, or you know someone that fall into that category, please share this video with them, all right? So today I want to talk about taking control of your thoughts. Your thoughts, whatever thing you allow to come into your heart, whatever thing that you allow, that thought, if you allow it to marinate and then sit well, you give it enough space in your heart, it will affect your mind, and then your mind, your brain takes every negative effect of that thought, or if it is positive effect of it, takes it and then gives it to your body. And that's what you begin to experience. So when you feel that you are moody, it is because it starts with a thought, just a little thought sometimes. And then when you feel that you're happy, it starts with a thought. Everything starts with your perception, what you have seen, and then you've interpreted it, and now you're seeing it. You allow it to sit in your heart, and then, your body has interpreted that for you. So be careful of what you think of. Be careful of what you meditate on. Be careful of what you see, and because whatever you see affects your thoughts also sometimes. So you have to be careful. You have to make sure that what comes in here, they are thoughts of good. They are thoughts that are edifying, things that can glorify God, because whatever glorifies God will be to your benefit in the end of the day. I have to train myself also, and I'm telling you, this decision is something you have to take every day. You have to make that decision every day. You have to be intentional about it, because even if you have decided that today, okay, I'm not going to be angry with anyone, I'm not going to allow anyone to affect my mood or to make me think that I'm a bad person or lower my self-esteem. Even if you think you cannot control what other people do, you can only control yourself. So sometimes people will still be people, they will still be human beings, and then they will go ahead to do whatever they like to do. But you can decide to build a wall of defense and say, listen, I have learned that this is not going to help me. And so what you're giving me is a negative vibe, and I don't want it. I don't need it right now, and I'm not taking it. And so you bounce it back, you let it go. But once you start, somebody tells you, oh, look at you, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're not good enough, and then you start thinking about it. Really? I'm so ugly? Even when you look in the mirror, you will be convinced that indeed you're ugly, because you've believed what that person says. What you believe, what you give a thought for, affects who you are, it affects a lot about you, and most importantly, your mental health. And while you're waiting on God for something, you want to be sure that your heart is right all the time. You want to be sure that whenever you kneel down to pray to God, that the prayer is answered. Now, if your heart is not right or in the right place, that will be an hinder to your prayer, and you do not want that for yourself. Hence, it is very important that you take your thoughts under control, even while you're waiting on God for something. Even when you're not waiting on God for something, it is very important that your thoughts is under control, that your heart is always right. And I hope this message, has encouraged someone, one or two people out there. Yeah, hopefully. All right. So please go ahead and share this video. Follow me on all my social media platforms. And I am encouraging you to stay encouraged. I'll see you next time. Bye.